Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 6. Our focus this week is quality reading programs and what constitutes them. As you can see, there are some programs listed in bold print, and then your names are in italics under the programs. Well, each of these programs have a specific bent on intervention for the student that is not succeeding with the general classroom instruction. Not all of these are programs. Some are approaches, some are assessment systems. We use the umbrella term reading intervention because it helps target specific instructional needs for our students. Here are two resources that are great places to start to see if your program is evidence-based. What does the research say? Is it better for strengthening one specific skill than another? Now, before I go any further, I want to remind you, please start with the introduction and work through the week. Carefully read chapter 7 in your textbook. It's going to help you with the quiz on irregular words. I highly recommend reading that chapter before taking the quiz. We are also not only talking about the reading programs, but we're also talking about irregular words. Now, I want to go through the forum with you. What you're going to do with your reading program or assessment system, whatever you want to call it, you're going to create an infographic to convey the key distinguishing factors for your assigned reading program for your colleagues. As I've said, the assignments are posted in the announcements forum. In your infographic, embedding a brief video to share specific features and show an example of the program in action might be helpful, but make sure that the clips are brief. Be sure to clearly distinguish what makes your program unique from others on the market, as well as what the research says about its effectiveness. Include an example of the program in action. Make this engaging, memorable, dynamic. Now, I want you to look at the rubric that needs to be included in the infographic. Demographic information, title, publisher, intended audience by grade level, intended purpose and/or audience. Provides thorough insight into whether the program addresses the Big Five: fluency, phonemic awareness, comprehension, vocabulary, phonics, student motivation, explicit and/or systematic instruction, and intensive intervention as revealed by the science of reading. Provide an analysis of available research support on your assigned program. Analyzes beyond the company's claim to include independent outside sources. That's very important. Make sure that you cite in APA 7 all of the sources that you used. As always, there should be no grammatical errors, mechanical errors. make good use of color, font, and graphics. Now, this says that your initial post, your infographic, is due Wednesday. It is not. It is going to be due Thursday. You're not going to respond to 2 of your peers as you always do in a forum. Instead, you're going to complete a reading intervention program carousel matrix. This has all of the programs, and here it tells you what you should have beside each one of them. Specific detailed notes that clearly distinguish one reading program from another. Is it clearly uploaded, scored assessment, and is it professional? So you're just going to carousel around to everyone's pictograph and pull that information off. If you have questions about this, please ask me. The matrix is due by Saturday. The pictograph is due Thursday. Matrix is due Saturday. I wanted to give you an extra day for the pictograph. Here is the irregular words quiz that I referred to earlier. Remember that you only get one attempt at these quizzes, and I cannot change that. Go React is going to be a HeartWords routine. And you're going to post that there, just like you always do. Here are the directions for your HeartWords routine for your Go React video. And the rubric can be found here. And last week, you gave the developmental spelling inventory. You're going to be looking at that for your word study mini lesson plan. You're going to want to look at the feature analysis chart to see exactly what stage your particular student is in. Let's say that your student did not score well at all with vowels. So you know you're going to want to do a mini lesson on vowels. But you're not going to do all of the vowels at one time. Start with A and work on that. So you're going to have a mini lesson just on the vowel A. Or you might have a lesson on one particular blend or one digraph. We don't want to overwhelm the student. Now, what I've been noticing on your gradual release of responsibility mini lesson plan, make sure that you're filling out the top, the textbook activity that's selected, and page number. You need to write down the materials that you're going to need. Now, under the I do, this is where you are explicitly modeling for the student. The student's watching you. You are doing exactly what you want the student to do. That's why it says, I do. Don't rush into that. We do. Do the I do a couple times. Then move into we do and do it with the student. And be sure that you're using very specific teacher talk, so that when we finally get to you do, the child's going to be able to independently do the activity. As always, if you have any questions this week, please ask me. Read the rubrics and all the directions. If you do that, you're going to do just great. If you have questions, ask me. Thank you.